Can't be going that far without speaking. Live above the chuffing things. It's a bit of a massive giveaway. And if you're going to try and do it like that, you need to not mouth what you're actually saying, because I heard you. As if you've been on fucking live a minute without speaking, you dickheads.
We were doing like this to everybody. Shh, don't say it. Honestly. I don't know why I was telling people not to say anything, because like they can't say anything anyway. It's only me.
I heard you go. Anyway, I heard you go. Because
I know. I didn't think that you'd have your headphones on while you're making a brew. Do you know what I mean?
No,
anyway, everybody, good. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. And thank you ever so much for joining us on the first Tuesday of, or certainly our first podcast of the year. In fact, it's the first main pod since the 17th of December, because we've had a lot of pod dodging going on over Christmas, which is fine. We all like to spend time with our friends and family. But first of all, gents, how are we both keeping? Did you have a lovely festive period?
They were all right. Not too bad. I didn't really do much, to be fair.
Just visiting family and drinking and eating cheese and that?
I didn't visit many people. I didn't do much at all. No, I wasn't in mood, to be fair, for half of it. But
just hermited for a few weeks. Did you have much time off work?
I had like 9 days altogether or something. So that's something. They were all right. And I went down to Stoke for Boxing Day and stuff like that. So yeah,
you look like you've been licking a lot of milk.
I have, mate. Yeah, that's only way to live when times are like this. Can't get to the shops, can't get anywhere.
It's like you've got 2 racing stripes down your beard. I do like. I like it. Smarty, what about yourself? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year?
I've had a very, very nice Christmas and New Year, thank you. Yes, a very chillaxed one. It's been nice not to be on this podcast with you wankers. It's just been great.
Do you have any funny stories from over the Christmas period, Smarty? Do you have anything you'd like to tell us?
I've had nothing. No? I've not spoke to anyone. I've been a bit of a Scrooge, to be fair. I've not spoke to anyone, not seen anyone. I've told them all to get rodded. I've just had a right
moody bastard.
Just me and Netflix and that's pretty much it. Really.
Well, I don't know where we got this picture from then, so you might want to speak to some people who are very close to you, because we just got some. I'm just kidding. I'm about
to say it's definitely gonna have to be a meme, because I've literally seen fucking nobody, not a single person.
Yeah, thanks ever so much for joining us. We will run an intro. We'll eventually talk a little bit about Leeds, I suppose.
Hi, this is Don Matteo, and you are listening to the Ought to Know Better podcast. Let's do this.
Leeds are shit.
We're recording,
Oh, shit.
We had a good start. I don't think we've got the personnel.
You can fucking laugh all you want, you absolute felon.
I think about things. That's why you lot are idiots.
A melted version of a dick that's been shrink wrapped.
The absolute elite shithousery of this.
Yeah, so plenty to talk about. I know, Jay, you did Variety and Coke with joined by Danny, and who else joined you the other day? Danny and was it?
It was just me and Gilly. Just me and Gilly.
No, the one before.
Oh, you mean the previous one? Oh, it was Danny and Bryn.
Yes, Bryn. It was Bryn. Sorry, Bryn. I have watched it and I completely forgot who it was. I don't know why. I don't know. And then obviously you and Gilly the other day. So some of us have been grafting over Christmas, and I tip my hat to you both. Thank you.
That's right. Much. Yeah, I've been in trenches, mate.
I actually saw Bryn over Christmas, and he actually dropped me off in a taxi in Wakefield, and I didn't get into where I was going. So that was that was as eventful as my Christmas period got. That was actually a bit before Christmas. That was the 23rd or something.
After a game, wasn't it?
I can't remember. Anyway, let's talk.
Even got home after
We're not having this knobhead in here.
Let's talk about. I went to watch my mate play. Luckily, he'd cancelled anyway, blobbed anyway. But the guy was absolutely adamant I weren't going in there. He said he saw me fall out of the taxi. But I did fall out of a taxi. But anyway, we digress.
Wouldn't fall far, would you?
Lads, hey, not off a curbs like a top diving board at Barnsley Metrodome.
That's
Fudge, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I nearly had a sip of a brew then. That nearly ended up all over the screen.
You nearly got him.
Yeah. So obviously today's been a bit mad. Actually, I don't know if either of you been on social media. We've seen rumours that Sunderland are signing Lecrio, but I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And the world's gone into upside down panic because apparently he's going to be the best player in the Championship, and they're in fourth, and we're not strengthening. But it is only the 7th of January, so we will come on to a little bit of transfer talk in a little bit. But we'll start by having a bit of a chat about Illan. I just want to start, really, I suppose, by adding this picture in, because I think it's quite important that we do talk about this in the right way. And this is obviously a picture of Meslier quite recently walking through the centre of Leeds, looking a bit shit, I'll be honest, looking down in the dumps. And for rhyme and reason, you know, there is every reason that he should be feeling like that. But let's go about it the right way as fans, you know. Let's not have another Paddy Bamford type incident for missing the penalty and that sort of thing. Everyone's open to criticism as far as I'm concerned, and I think fairly across the board. But there's a line in the lads, and you know, at the end of the day, he's a human being. I think.
I mean, it can fuck off out of Leeds for me, but
no.
Yeah, I don't want to see people turning up at his house and giving him abuse in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk about the Meslier point. Let's talk about that as a starting point, because look, let's get it out of the way, because it was awful, and ultimately did he cost us 2 points? We'll probably never know, because they might have scored anyway. But he's not good enough, is he? No. And how has he gone backwards? I think this is probably my biggest case, or my biggest question with Harry Meslier, because he as a goalkeeper, he was good under Bielsa. It was distribution that was poor, and it was asked to almost be another centre back at times and spray the ball out, and that was the part that let him down. His shot stopping, his goalkeeping tended to be quite relatively strong. Now we've seen that obviously flip on its head, and he just got no confidence. And I think the key word for me is confidence. And I don't know whether you two agree, but he needs a new start, fresh start, but also we do as well. But I think there is a good goalkeeper in there.
Is there?
I believe so. I've seen him. We've seen him make these saves, Smarty. You know, they make saves that a lot of goalkeepers would have made. But yeah, then he does stupid fucking things like the other day. But I truly believe that it's a confidence issue with him.
I think there's raw ability in there of some kind. He does have skills when it comes to shot stopping and stuff like that, or he has had. He's usually quite good if he has to close a man down and make a save, that kind of thing. He wasn't in the previous game, but he usually is. But he just makes too many mistakes. There's too many errors, and I don't know how he's gone backwards, but he has. It's clear. And
surely to go backwards, though, you must have gone forwards in the first place.
No, but he got to a level under Bielsa. I would say that was probably his peak.
I don't think he got to a level. I think he was just brought in at a level, and he just stayed at that level throughout his time at Leeds. I don't understand why people keep saying that he's regressed or that he's gone backwards. I don't think he's got any better than the first time he turned out against us 5 years ago, exactly, against Arsenal.
So you don't think he's got better or worse?
I don't think he's got any better. I really don't honestly think he's got any better than he was.
I'm going to bring this up from last night just briefly, right? This on here says 18th ranked in Championship for save percentage. 18th. 17th ranked in Championship for goals prevented. 17th, and his save percentage in the Championship is 66.1. Now, the keeper, like Sheffield United, I think it was that Gilly mentioned, his was something like 85 or something. So that's like in every 100 shots faced, he's letting in 66 goals. You know, on target anyway. Going by that stat, the other guy's letting in.
No, he's letting in 44.
No, that's what I meant. Sorry,
34.
The other guy's only letting in like 15, 16. So over the course of a season, that kind of differential is going to cost you. You can't afford to have somebody at that level when you're supposed to be pushing to win the league, because you're as weak as your weakest link.
And he's currently our weakest link, but you've only got to look back to when he got the man of match against Liverpool in that game. Then when we beat him 2-1 at Anfield, and to say
he didn't used to be that bad.
To say he's at that level still is incorrect, and I think he did improve under us, and he got to a level where we were talking 15,
well,
20,
surely,
25 million.
I'm sure if you're taking the mean, median, and modes and stuff like that to get to that level, that you can combat the highs with the sheer amount of lows that he's had for us as well. The fact that in that very same season he was responsible for shipping over 100 goals. Obviously not his fault, not totally his fault, but he had I think. The majority of fans did stick by him in the Premier League because we understood that, he were obviously in front of, behind a shit defence, granted, and we all stuck by him and we give him another season. He's had another season. He made a few mistakes last season. He's made a few more mistakes this season, and still people stood behind him. However, the absolute calamitous performance against Hull, I think, is just the final nail in the coffin. No one's saying that he's an absolute prick. I'm sure Illan Meslier's a lovely, lovely bloke. But I don't want to stand on morals and say, I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine in another 5 years. We don't have 5 years. No, we really do need to get out of this fucking league this season. And he, as well as Patrick Bamford, because I would have quite happily shipped them both out when we were relegated, we need a fresh start. We'll obviously talk about this a lot more. People are in the comments, and all over Twitter saying, yeah, you can't, he's going to have made a mistake. He's made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. No one's confident in him. I think that's the biggest thing for me, Smarty. That the confidence has gone now. We've seen that still of Rodon, Pirot, and even a short video of Rothwell as well, where Rothwell turns his back. Rodon's shouting at him. These are players that are meant to be in front of him. Just to go back to when you're saying he hasn't got any better or worse. Look, that first season, stuff like this that Ian.
Just 1 minute, Smarty. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me just finish what I'm saying. That first season, he broke the record for the youngest goalkeeper with the most clean sheets, with a defence of Cooper and whoever was playing beside him, Calvin Phillips at times. So look, the credit where it's due. He certainly got to 11. I truly, firmly believe that he has digressed and that's completely down to confidence. That is down to confidence.
Quite possibly.
Well,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
And a lack of real competition.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'd agree with that.
But I just wanted to highlight Ian's comment here and say you need to do a like-for-like comparison, and I only compare his stats with the keeper that plays in the same setup as otherwise those stats mean now. I mean, the fact that he's the fourth worst performing keeper in the whole entire of Europe. I mean, the graphic that you pulled up from I think it was LUFC data, were it Leeds LUFC data? I think what were their graphics? Stats are stats at the end of the day. He's massively underperforming. He's just so fucking shit when it comes to shot stopping. I've always said on this podcast, when in a one-on-one situation, apart from which my mind totally changed on the weekend when he absolutely fluffed that first goal against Hull. In a one-on-one situation, I would back him to the hilt because I think that's one of his better sort of scenarios when he's in that sort of situation. But shot stopping, the stats are stacking up against him, and I understand what Ian's saying, and I get that people want to try and fight his corner, but fucking Jesus Christ. You're flogging a dead horse with some of this stuff. You really are, honestly.
I think we're quite lucky that we've got this breaker.
What sort? I don't understand what sort of fucking stats he's asking for, or the same sort of parameters. He's in the fucking championship.
They're in the same league.
The other keepers are in the championship, facing the same opposition. He's the most protected keeper in the fucking league, and yet he's conceding most goals.
But
apart from the XG that he's faced. From shots on target that he's faced. He's conceded miles more than everyone. So what parameters are we fucking comparing him to? You can't use stats. All right, then. He's playing in the same fucking league, facing the same strikers that all the other keepers are, but they're massively outperforming him.
Yeah, you can't use the system to measure that because it's purely shots faced by the goalkeeper and how they've dealt with them. It's not. It's nothing to do with the way the team's playing.
When he first started getting worse and shitter, shall we say, because there was a point, and I think it was pretty much after Bielsa left, or we sacked Bielsa. Abad left at the same time. We felt it was Abad's coaching, didn't we? At the time, we thought get a good goalkeeping coaching, and he'll be all right. And we all stood by him. We can go back and revisit videos when we
were trying to justify his shit performances because we wanted to stick by him.
No, I'm talking about his good performances more than anything.
Yeah, good and bad.
Yeah, and the reason for that was that we all thought that there was potentially a future French goalkeeper in there. None of us think that now. And look, times change.
That's right.
And I think
that's a good point.
I think we are very, very, very lucky now that we've got this breaker in Harrogate in the cup, because it makes it a little bit easier for Daniel Farke to change the goalkeeper. But if you are Daniel Farke, I mean, I'm going to say this hypothetically, but if we were going into a league game this weekend, how confident would you be that Farke would change him?
Not massively. I think he stands by him if we don't have this cup game. But because we've got the cup game,
I don't think he does.
And he would have played Darlow anyway. If Darlow plays all right, he can then turn around and say, "Oh, he's earned his chance. I can leave him in. He's earned a shot." Whereas if it were just a league game and he just took him out, that would probably be taken worse by Meslier.
I don't think it's about Meslier anymore, though. I think it's about the players in front of him, Jay. I think it's about keeping the confidence in the team. Because if we
have lost trust in him.
If we start losing confidence in Rodon and Struijk and Rothwell and other players who are performing well this season, that's going to set us back a few paces. Yeah, we're top of the league now, but that can easily change over the next 3 or 4 years.
It can fall apart.
And
it can fall apart. Look what happened to us when we were top at league and O'Leary brought his book out. When there's some sort of unrest, it can all fall to fucking pieces just like that.
Yeah,
the club and Farke have to share some blame for this as well, because in other areas of the season, his mistake against Sunderland, he should. Farke's backed his player. The clubs looked like they were backing their player, at the start of the championship when they didn't obviously recruit a second. Well, obviously they recruited Darlow, but that was last season. They've shown faith in him. But the backlash that he's received after this whole performance, there's no way in a million years that Farke could have played him. Absolutely
you're right.
And he needs to do. I mean, like you say, that picture breaks my heart. It really does. There's a human element behind Meslier, and we all like him. He's been around for a long time now. But for his sake as well, he needs to take him out of the spotlight. He really, really does. And a lot of people have been saying that Darlow isn't, he's not an option. Of course he's an option. He's our second fucking keeper. He's our number 2.
International goalkeeper.
There's people, if he's good enough to play for Wales at international level, and he does all right, by the way, for Wales, then he's good enough for Leeds United in the Championship. I'm sorry, but anyone saying that he's not worth a shot, he's talking bobbins as far as I'm concerned. The only appearances that he's had is an absolute shit show against Middlesbrough, but the whole team were an absolute shit show. So that's a no mark as far as I'm concerned. And the other occasions where he's played, he were playing with 2 broken frigging fingers. So really, we haven't had a fully fit Carl Darlow. And that just, to be honest, that says a lot about his character, that he's willing to put a performance when he's got half a broken hand. You wouldn't have a chuffing footballer playing with a couple of broken toes.
No, you wouldn't. Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Not. So you've got to give the guy a shout. You've got to give him a chance for me. Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah, but I mean, from what I have seen of Darlow, it doesn't fill me with, it doesn't install with too much confidence, if I'm honest with you.
I'm same as you, Luke. I thought that despite the mistakes and the issues we have with him, he was still the better keeper out of the 2. But it's at a point of desperation now. With his confidence so low, he could just get worse and worse. So he's got to come out.
I think that's the biggest concern in it. And I know we've probably done it to death in terms of talking about this one particular position, but if we don't change it now, I mean, look at when Southampton changed Bazunu last season and brought McCarthy in and made McCarthy their number 1. Yeah. They were on a horrible streak and they brought McCarthy in. Oh,
we've lost him.
Smart is gone.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Both my hands are here. I'm not touching anything. But yeah, it changed their fortune. They got a bit more wind in their sails and beat us 2 games towards the end of the season, and then beat us, obviously at Wembley as well. So I think for the sake of the squad and the team and the belief, I think they just need to either look at a new option, which I think is probably not doable right now in January. I know we've got the transfer window, but realistically, how quickly are you going to be able to get somebody in of a quality that's going to be up to speed, that's better than we've got, that's willing to come and play for us, that somebody's going to let go. Even most Premier League clubs aren't going to let their second goalkeeper go out on loan, are they? Because they need a second goalkeeper. Or even third often.
Because a second goalkeeper is important.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Because you might need him.
Because you might need him just in case,
So, but I mean, I remember Clarkson playing last season at Peterborough. He caught a couple of balls, and everyone thought he was the answer. But then, he got do you know what I mean? So, goalkeepers have a blunder in them, but I think it's one too many blunders for me, and I think it is that time for both of both out for our sanity and our sake, and for his own. Really, I think he needs a fully fresh start.
100%. Best for everyone. That were about 5 years ago when Darlow played.
Yeah, I agree with Liam and a few others that have said so in the
one.
comments. I don't think we'll see another keeper coming in.
I don't.
I really don't.
I'll be disappointed though, but I won't be.
I think it's Darlow or nothing.
I think if we're realistic, I don't think we see another goalkeeper come in because they're not going unless we can sell somebody. Unless these stupid rumours from stupid pages saying that we're now going to sell him because he had a shit performance. You know what I mean? Which isn't going to happen because his value is going to be at absolute rock bottom right now. So we're not going to get anything like probably what he could be worth. So I think just take him out the firing line, stick Darlow in there, and just see what
he's broken
see what
now.
Happens.
We just need
good after.
Whoa!
To snap him up and take
Look how sexy he looks in slow motion.
Smarty, you went mad then. Don't know what's going on with your internet, mate.
It was like a shampoo ad. You were like,
yeah. He's still moving in slow motion now, isn't he?
I don't know. Has he come back? Talk to me, Smarty.
I can hear you. I can see you.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
He's
back.
He's back. So yeah, I think to sort of put, let's put a lid on it and just. I think we're all in agreement. Get somebody better, or give Darlow a chance from now on.
Gonna have to. Mez can't play in the next game.
No, I don't. Anyway, but other than that, in the whole game, we saw, which is an absolute talking point. We've ended up talking about for 20 minutes about Meslier, but actually Tanaka scoring his first goal. What a fucking goal as well, and what a beauty. This is also what pisses me off a little bit because we were. We were in the game and we came out that second half and he scores that belter to put us to equalise and that's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be talking about now. But instead we're talking about a Meslier blunder for 20 minutes, which is so.
And that's what we would have been talking about.
I think it just goes to show the level of people. However, people was pissed off. But I mean, I was incensed on Sunday. I was so angry on Sunday. I want even to be honest. The Sunderland was a bigger howler as a one-off, should I say. I want that pissed off. I thought, it happens. But the fact that it's happened again, to be fair, a lot of people have said that about the third goal that he could have done better, but I'm not so sure. It's a similar sort of scenario with the Blackburn one, but the first goal's an absolute shambles defensively and from Meslier's point of view, and that second one, fucking hell. I could have shot him. I would have lined him up against the wall and shot him.
All he had to do was turn around and watch the ball either go over or hit the bar and coming back into his hands. If
he could have laid on the floor with his face in the grass, and we wouldn't have conceded.
Yeah, I just don't think it might hit the top of the bar and go over. But even
if there's been nobody in goal,
Jay could have even been goal. All three foot of him.
Exactly.
It still wouldn't have gone in.
Exactly.
Golly gosh. What a donkey.
Gilius Thunderfoot or whatever he's called. Thunderhead.
That's the one.
With his waving his axe about on goal line.
I think they'll allow that.
But yeah, I mean positives to take. I mean, I know we all take it as a massive kick in the knackers going 3-1 up, after a shit first half. That first 45 minutes was the worst I've seen us play for a very, very long time. And even still I don't think we played that well in the second half, other than the goals. I don't think we played great. And Dan James missed an effort that similar to the one they took, but the goalkeeper headed it. And so yeah, I mean, there was positives. I'm me. I'm the most positive, or can be the most positive, and try and see the best in everything. But I'm starting to question some of the things that Daniel Farke's doing in those situations. We didn't see Ramazani or Willie Nonto get 1 minute each. None of them came on in that game. No, but Jay, when your game goes to, even when they equalised and it got to 3-3, throw them on. Throw them on.
But didn't he bring defenders?
I don't know if we had any subs left. I don't know if we had any subs left.
3-2 when he brought defenders on.
Because Byram had to come on, didn't he? And somebody else had to come on quite early, so I don't know if we even had subs left. But yeah, there's just a lot of questionables for me. Still believe he's the best man for the job, and I don't think we could attract better in the position we're in. And we're still top of the league, so I'm still positive about that. But as I say, I am quite concerned that over this next month is quite key, because confidence drops and you can soon plummet down that table, and it's an uphill battle then, as we know. Scored 3 goals away from home, Pod Dodger. Great shout. We don't do that very often, but we also conceded 3 against the worst home team in the league.
Yeah,
statistically. So biggest positive from Monday. From the weekend. Sorry, it wasn't a Monday. Well, it's Tuesday today, so it can't have been Monday.
Probably the scoring of 3 goals. Tanaka getting what he got.
Yeah, mine was Tanaka's goal. It was. We've cried out for somebody who will do that, and both Rothwell and Tanaka will have a go, won't they? I know. Rothwell's has he scored for us yet? Rothwell, he hasn't, has he?
No, not yet.
Just waiting for him. But he will. And you could put that in comparison to where we were last season with
Kamara,
and Gruev, who neither of them would shoot; they would just turn and pass it. No. So, in that sense, I see that as a positive. But I'm not sure. Where's he gone now?
It's this computer I'm using. It must be. Normally, I use my Mac, and I've used this work computer, and it's fucking dog shit.
You look really fuzzy on the camera as well. It's like,
I've used it because it's my work computer, but I think it'll be the last time I do.
I use my work computer, and I've got to put this on. I look like I'm at a call centre.
Luke Line.
That is a pred headset, is that isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Anyway, shall we wrap that up?
You didn't ask Smarty for his positives first.
I did.
I think no. To be fair, I think
he said.
Yeah. Fucking 90th. Actually, no. I suppose 90th minute whistle was shite as well. Apart from Solomon, I thought Solomon had a good game. I think we're seeing the best of him now as well. I think he's doing really well. But it's got to be.
I thought so.
Good
got to be lively throughout.
Yeah.
Nice little pass for Taka's goal as well.
Yeah, he's class.
Yes. It was.
He's just looked better and better as Solomon. The more game time he gets, the better he looks.
Yeah. Which is what we said.
And Peru, was another positive scoring.
Yeah.
Continuous.
Bryn will be fighting his keeper as we speak now. He'll be in the comments. How dare you mention
he will be. That stone Dutch wanker.
He'll be sat there in his tightest Leeds top that he can find.
I bet he got a giant bomb when he got home after that goal.
He's gone again. He's had enough.
I don't even know why he's doing it.
He's had enough.
It just keeps to drop me out. I'm going to send this thing through a window in a minute.
Next move on. Oh, it's gone again.
Swear to God. Are you sure it's not one of you two dicking around?
I swear to God, it's not
my screen didn't even... There's not even wrong with my screen. Oh, dear.
My screen.
Right. Anyway, next bit. Stats put a tweet out the other day. Ao Tanaka with the 47th different nationality to score for the club when he scored his first goal. So we talked about Tanaka's goal on Saturday. So 47 nationalities. I text stats because I tried getting as many as I could and at least one player from each nationality. He's actually sent me all the data. He said all mine were right, and I can't remember how many he got, but he sent me the data. But it seems to be oh, hang on, it's working now. It's working. So I know all 47 nationalities. But what I did want to do was just.
Going to be here a while.
I'm not going to look at his data because it hurts my eyes, and I need to ask him about it. But I'm just going to ask you some random countries, and I just want you to tell me who the goal scorer was from that country.
Okay.
We'll start with North Macedonia. Nice easy one for you, Smarty.
Fucking Alioski. Jesus Christ, his name went out of my head then.
Colombia, Jay.
Ooh, Colombia. Oh, shit.
Come on, Jay. It's an easy one.
I've gone blank.
It's very recent. Last season.
No, it is. I've gone blank.
Went to Bournemouth.
No, not last season. Season before.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Start of last season, wasn't it?
They've got it in the chat, Jay. They've got it in the chat.
Fucking, what's his face? The winger.
Yes, Sinisterra. Well done. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. My brain just went completely blank.
I've probably picked the worst two people to do this quiz with because you two are proper shit on the spot.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
You know what I
really
mean?
bad.
All right, well, let's make it difficult for you then, Smarty. Portugal.
Ooh, frack. No, that is a difficult one.
One of my favourite players of the time, actually. No, looking at the chat.
That is a difficult one. I don't know.
Bruno Ribeiro.
Oh, fucking hell.
Do you know how we're going to go? It wasn't Rui Marquez.
We're held the Costa from.
Well done, John. John was the first to get that. Well done, well done, well done. Let's go to the Honduras for Jay. Let's go to the Honduras for you.
Christ.
Honduras, fucking hell.
This is quite an easy one.
This is not what people want to see.
No,
You're
it's
asking
not.
us really hard questions. And me and him getting them wrong.
Fucking Honduras.
Oh, these lads know what they're talking about.
Well done, Bryn Johnson and Luke.
I can't fucking remember stuff like that.
Of course, the fucking autistic one would know where he...
Right, I'll give you one more each.
I've got no powers of recall on the spot.
And then we'll call it. Let's go.
I thought your ponytail was the source of all your power anyway.
No, mate. That's just
Smarty.
my...
Let's go.
accessory.
Diego Montero's never scored for us, Gilly, I'm afraid.
Fucking hell, Gilly's in chat. Jesus Christ, what's happened?
He's here. It's a full house. We've got Blood Dodger and all.
The Mauritius. Smarty. A nice easy one for you.
Jesus fucking hell.
Mauritius.
Scored an absolute belter for us. Oh, he's gone anyway. He's had enough.
I'm not coming back. I took myself out.
Absolute belter.
I don't know.
When you say that, it makes me think.
Oh, Dakara.
Dakara.
I said it.
You did.
I thought he was like Senegal.
I'm not sure. Oh, Jay's gone now.
now.
StreamYard must be doing it.
It must be StreamYard, yeah. I'm not doing it, I promise, lads. Right, last one then for you, Jay, and we will go to...
Thank God.
Where shall I go? Denmark.
Oh.
Rasmus.
Yes, Rasmus, well done.
Oh, my first one was Schmeichel, to be fair, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah,
Michael. Do you want one more?
Casper Slot.
Give Smarty
one more. I'll give Smarty
Oh,
one.
yeah. Give me a right hard one this time.
The
You
USA,
should make a range of Christmas crackers.
but you
with
can't
these
have
questions.
Aronson.
Sommer.
USA, not South Africa.
South Africa, him.
Oh, yeah, of course he's on it. He
You're
was brought
thinking
up in USA, wasn't he? Dibbly-dibbly-dibbly-dee, fucking hell.
Well done, chat. Well done, chat.
Oh, I've already seen chat now, so it's pointless.
Even I know this one. It's because it's not me that got asked the question, you see, so I don't feel that panic in my head.
Right, one more then for you, Jay.
Another striker, Smarty. Another striker.
Last one for you. Holland.
Grella, could add him.
Holland, but you can't have Jimmy Floyd.
Holland. Fucking hell.
You've met him.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think he has. About to say, I don't think
was
he
he
has.
there?
Me and you did. No, it was just me and
I
you.
was there. I was there.
You played football with him,
There was a photo with us.
and you can't remember his name.
I said Molyneux.
He said Rob Molyneux.
All right, no.
You're on about Wynyard.
He's on about Wynyard, isn't he? Yeah,
Wynyard.
Glad Wynyard.
Yeah, I was on about.
My computer's going absolutely off its tits.
Molyneux, Holland, or have I gone stupid?
No, Molyneux was Dutch. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fucking hell,
Yeah,
thank God.
well done.
I thought I'd lost it then. I was worried.
Right, moving on to my favourite part
Thank
of
fuck.
every week. Yeah, no, I won't test you. I won't test you.
this
You know what? I
is
started
quality
typing in.
content,
That's great, isn't it?
I started typing this into the WhatsApp group the other day, saying I'm going to do this on, and then I thought, you know what? Fuck them. No, let them have it. Let them have it. Test their knowledge. I'll see that, man.
Hey, oh, has got a shit tick this week, my little spatter fact.
Originals and not be repeated
The shit takes.
of the week. So we've got a fair few to get through actually tonight.
Yes, we have.
We have, because there's been a lot of shit takes, and it's been a while. So
There has been a lot of shit takes.
There's been loads of shit takes, in fact, absolutely loads, and loads of head loss. I do you know what? After the game the other day, I logged out of Twitter and I did not come back on. I thought, I'm not doing it.
I couldn't read it for a couple of days.
Nah, I don't bother anymore. And I felt so much better for it. Right, we'll start with the shit take number one of the week. Smarty, do you want to take us away with this one?
Leeds Born_Leeds says Ampadu and Rodon are shite. Don't care what anyone says. # LUFC. I mean, who uses hashtags these days? But there you go.
Me.
Do you?
Yeah, only on like
You must be a wanker then.
only on like the pods hashtag LFC. So
You're gonna have to. How many options can you have in a poll? By the way, is it just 4?
we can only have 4, so we'll have to pick our best 4.
We're gonna have to pick our best 4.
We'll chuck one out on the way. Jay, do you want to take this one away?
Yeah. So La Pausa, LUFC Apple or APL. Just so it's clear for everyone, I'm now firmly in the Farker out camp. So my commentary on this, I think he means, could be biased. I think he means biased. Persistence with Mez. Consistently benching his best attack. Numerous tactical inefficiencies. We could go on to win the league with 100 plus points. Still wouldn't change.
So the shit take is the last part for me in that. Look, he's got plenty of reasons, but I think the last part for me is the shit take, the 100 points, and still wouldn't change. Valid points, the rest of them, and you know their opinions. But if you win the league with over 100 points, how can you then want rid of your manager? Do you know what I mean? Fact number 3, I'll take this one. Thanks to @SMT LUFC to Stephen Taylor. If Bamford started every game between now and the end of the season, he would finish with at least 15 goals. The positions he gets himself in are of a striker with an experience. His movement is still excellent. I'd give him a run in the side @LUFC, just in case they want to read it. That.
Luke, do you know what? Don't even bother doing a poll. Don't even bother doing a poll, mate.
Do you think that's one idea?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
15 goals.
Well, it doesn't get much better, Jay, I'll be honest with you.
We've got another couple to go.
Okay, all right.
Marty, go on, take this one away.
Wacko 1919 says, my opinion, go. Pointless sticking with him. He's on about Farker, by the way. He may or not take us up, but him in the Premiership is why, which is it's not called the Premiership anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. Is why I'm so against him in the first place. Look at Norwich's record, and it paints a picture. No thanks. Bye, Daniel. Thank you for the efforts. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
There's one more, Jay, for good measure, because there's been plenty of head loss this week.
Oh, okay. Wetzel. Oh, no, better. One of you need to sack up and buy LUFC Gilly and Aronson jersey. I'll contribute. Gilly replied with, "He was fucking shit again. 5-0 if he starts a match on the bench."
That was me on our pod saying that shit take of the week. That was after the Derby win where Aronson scored the only goal, by the way.
Oh yes, it was.
And I just don't honestly fully understand why Gilly's always got to have one vendetta against a particular player. It started off being Stroik, it was Rothwell. You know, he's always got one player that he dislikes for whatever reason.
Rothwell before he even kicked a ball.
I don't know if they've been texting
Rafinha, Jorginho, Rutter. I think he just takes a dart at the start of the season and just hits one, whichever squad member it lands on.
Team photo.
I'm going to hate him all season. Don't care what happens.
Jesus Christ. To be fair, I don't want Aronson in there either, so I'm not gonna slate him on that one. But yeah, at the moment,
he's not the best Aronson, but he's certainly isn't the worst.
He has contributed with some goals recently.
Just to remind everybody, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to link the two up that were Fark out and just put Fark out as one of the options, and that way we've got pretty easy. So the first option was Ampadu and Rodon. Shite.
Mr. Resourceful.
I mean, to be fair, based on Hull's performance, the whole game, I mean, there were a lot not to like, but yeah, they're saying that, that's just crazy. That's
option
crazy
2
talk.
was one of the Meslier outs one. Was Farker out. Farker out on 100 points. And the third option...
we have a non-believer from Richard. Richard didn't believe that Gilly didn't... who could possibly hate Rafinha? Well, Richard.
Oh, God.
It's right. It's true. Oh, you fucking nibble. Yeah. Okay, B. Gilly says, no, never hated Raf. Early on, got frustrated with me giving the ball away in dangerous areas. I remember him specifically calling him shite in a couple of podcasts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did as well. So we've got option 1, Ampadu and Rotterdam are shite. Option 2, Fark out 100 points. Option 3, Bamford for top scorer. Option 4, Gilly's nemesis, Aronson. So we'll start the poll there, and we'll see how that runs until we towards the end of the pod tonight, and we'll have a bit of a bloody chat about it. About the winner, and if you win, you might win a what can they win your Iron Jade? Do you fancy giving that away since it's not moved from there since I've known you?
Don't look like you
That's
use it
because the ironing board's next to it. That's where it lives, you fucker. If we go up, I might give it away at end of season.
Anyway, that's the...
Hey, oh, has got a shit tick this week, my little sparafact.
Is it one of them travel irons?
No,
that's a normal sized iron for him, a travel iron.
Full size iron, but it's a J sized iron.
That's where I
One of
went.
them
That's where
little
I was
travel
going.
irons.
One of them little
Does his
toy
course.
ones.
I know.
Yeah.
His little mini
full-size
kitchen.
iron, but it's a J sized ironing board.
He's having to prove it as well.
No, you'll like
Look at that ass. Look at that ass. Some
Put them
handles
little
here.
handles.
Go on, lad. Come on. It's not even a proper ironing board.
It's an
Yeah,
iron that-
you're not doing yourself any favours here, pal. Fucking iron's bigger than an iron board.
To be fair, he doesn't need a full size ironing board when all his trousers are only that length.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
Again.
There's no point, wasting space, is there?
That's
All these
brilliant.
Gap
That's
jeans that he buys. Gap
No
for
point
kids.
wasting space.
That is absolutely brilliant. And it's made my evening, I have to say. Right then, let's move on ever so slightly. Let's do a little bit of transfer talk because there has been one or two loose rumours, very, very loose.
Loose that gives
In a goalkeeper, I've seen we might have signed a young Australian for the youth side, young Australian goalkeeper. Anything else that anybody's noticed that I've missed? Harrison potentially coming back.
There's been the links to Kelleher, hasn't there? But I don't know how
No.
serious that is.
Let's be real. That's never happening, mate. That's never
There's
happening.
lots of bits floating around, but it's all just.
Steve Brown says Jay uses the iron from Monopoly. That's great.
That's quite
great.
clever, is that? I can appreciate
Well done.
that.
Well done, Steve. You win.
There's bits floating around, but I've not seen anything really concrete. Just random sort of shit.
Joffrey's going to Hull, isn't it, apparently?
Articles.
Yes, there's talk of that. There is talk of Joffrey, which I think he's needed. He's not played. I don't know if he's even been on for 1 minute. I imagine he'll play this weekend, if he's still a Leeds player. But I think it's probably best he needs it because he has got that little bit of class about him. We've seen him that but he's
quite a tidy player on his day.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't know whether Farker don't rate him or what. Yeah,
Which one's that? Sorry?
Joffrey. I'd like to see
yeah.
him. Sometimes you just need a bit of a. I mean, we saw Matteo Joseph against Chelsea that kind of ignited the fires. Bamford did. Obviously he scored his goal at this sort of time last season as well. Sometimes you just need a cup game as a bit of a springboard for the rest of your season, don't you? But like I say, if he's on his way to Hull, then it ain't going to happen. And I don't think we've got Bamford either because I think he's broken still / again, whatever you want to call it. So who knows? It'll probably be Matteo Joseph leading the line against Harrogate. Harrogate, should I say?
Probably will, to be fair. Probably will. Or he might put Bamford in just to troll everyone.
Yeah. Well, Bamford's still question marking over his fitness because of his hamstring this time. I think.
He always fucking is, isn't he? Let's be real.
But I'm reading, just trying to read a few bits here. I'm seeing that Ledesma was one of them, the goalkeeper from River Plate, older. There's a Swedish goalkeeper I think we've been linked with as well. Anybody else?
The thing is with the 49ers as well, they kind of keep the cards close to the chest, though. We don't really hear about it unless someone's practically walked through the chuffing front doors of Illan Road or Thorpe Arch, whichever way around it is. So, to be fair, they keep it's quite a tight ship, isn't it? Really. So,
according to this Leeds United news website, we're apparently linked to Hoffenheim striker Mergin Berisha.
I've seen that as well. 1 goal in 17 games, I think this season.
Yeah, sounds about right for us. The new
August. He's almost as good as Joseph, and so do you know what? I don't expect any ins or outs. I would like, but I don't expect this in this. But the thing that does worry me was the thing that the other clubs are strengthening. I know Burnley have only brought in Ashley Barnes, but if Sunderland bring this is it what's his name? Lecrease? Is it? I don't even know who he is. I've heard of him, but I've never. Lafie. He used to play. Labrise is their manager at Sunderland. Labrie, so from Roma, and people are telling me, people who know a lot more about me about football on the continent are telling me that he's going to be the best player in this league, and he plays 10 as well. Does that mean he's a replacement for Joe Bellingham going out?
Better than Aronson. Can't be better than Aronson. He's best player in the league.
I don't want to see us not strengthen when others are.
I'd like to see a number 10.
People
I would like to see another number 10, a better number 10.
Yeah, 100%.
Fax always said that he won't get anyone unless he actually finds or feels that they will strengthen the team. He won't get anyone just for the sake of getting people.
But a question for you.
Which is fair.
This seems a very common...
Would you take a 10 over a keeper or a keeper over a 10?
A 10.
I want a 10. Because at the end of the day, if we go back to the old Bielsa way of thinking, if we can outscore the people that we're playing, then we win games.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
This seems to be quite a common buzzword and a statement now that everyone keeps saying, if we don't sign anybody this week, though, it's negligent. Well, it's not really, is it? We've got backup in every single position on the field, but 10, and we've managed to get this far this season, and we're top of the league. So I think saying it's negligent is probably look. Ideally, we can see. You think it's negligent? You know the meaning of negligent, don't you?
I do. The reason I think it's negligent.
Really negligent.
The reason I think it's negligent is, as we saw with the midfielders, you can lose a couple of players very quickly for a long-term injury. We're in a position now, top of the league, and we're starting to slip a little. Last couple of games, we need to be careful. This is the biggest chance we're going to have to get back up before we lose parachute payments and end up in a real financial black hole.
So let me ask you this then, Jay.
Take a risk.
Risk where? So what do you do?
Get score more though.
You get a couple of players in for me.
But where? You're going on about injuries. You're going on about injuries can happen. You can't predict. You can't predict that an injury is going to happen to a central midfielder or a left winger. But we have got feasible backup in every position. We've got 2 players that can play everywhere and as their favoured position at the moment. Apart from 10 for me, anyway. So
a lot of people are in comments saying keeper.
Could be
I would sell my own fucking grandma to get a better keeper in, but it won't fucking happen. And I think really, if we're all being realists, which we're trying to do here, we're not going to fucking do it. It's not going to happen. So yes, goalkeeper is one of the most important positions. I totally agree. I've been banging that drum for the last 3 seasons. I've been wanting Meslier out for the last 3 seasons, but I just do not think it will happen. Which is why I've said number 10.
I'm not convinced it'll happen. I would probably be more surprised if we did sign somebody than if we didn't. But I'm living in hope here. I feel like this is our opportunity. We've got to take it. And other clubs are buying good players. We cannot afford to get left behind.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Ideally, I would. I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to worry. I think further concern is obviously Junior Firpo's in a position now where he can sign a pre-contract with another club. Is he going to put 100% effort in if he's already pre-signed to go to back to Betis or somewhere else? Do we need another? Yeah. It won't be negligent though. I get it wouldn't be great, but they're in 4th and strengthening because they want to be where we are. Where we are. You know what I mean? It's not negligent has a very strong meaning to it, doesn't it? And I don't think another centre back would do it, to be honest.
They have a responsibility to do the best thing.
Because I think Verber will be gone.
So it's negligent for me if we don't.
What, another centre back? Even though we
what are you talking to me or Jay?
Well, either of you, whoever didn't.
I just think Verber's technically a centre back, and even though he's been playing at left back, as Stoic has been playing at left back as well, But I think if Verber does go, then I do believe that we should be looking at centre backs, and I think we've had a couple rumoured with us anyway, haven't we? So
if Verber goes, then I'd agree, and somebody who could play potentially one of the flanks as well, which would let We've still got Isaac Schmidt that's not getting any game time, which is another talking point I don't really want to get into. But I don't want to get into it because if you listen to Farker in his interviews, he says he's recovering from an hernia and he's not basically doing enough in training.
It's annoying. Fair enough. It's annoying because we keep having to talk about the same things because we keep asking the same questions as fans. They're not being answered these questions.
For me, if we do sign anybody, Jay, it's not going to be in the papers for 2 weeks before it happens. No, that's not how we do business anymore.
Someone will just appear out of nowhere, won't they?
Yeah, and there'll be rumours a day or two before it happens, and it'll be almost over the line when the rumours start. That seems
First
to be
thing
the
we'll hear
way.
is when they're out at Leeds and Bradford with binoculars.
There'll be a room. Yeah, exactly. There'll be a rumour. Someone will get straight on flight tracker and it'll be chuffing through the door within half an hour. That's usually how it works nowadays, isn't it?
That's it.
You know?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think there'll be a lot of business going on. And another thing I would say is we don't look set to lose anybody. I don't think we'll be selling anybody in this window. Where Burnley are losing their goalkeeper in Trafford, Sunderland could lose Job Bellingham. Not sure about Sheffield United. I don't think they'll probably let anybody go, anybody of any use anyway. So, but yeah, if teams do strengthen, then we need to. We obviously we need to strengthen, but I still don't like the term negligent. I don't think it's ever negligent unless we're proper. Negligent is Ridsdale days where he was negligent to the club and left us absolutely fucking skint. That's negligent. Anyway,
just negligence on a grander scale.
Thoughts?
I get
thoughts
it. It's an opinion thing.
Thoughts on on Blaze Ray's comment?
I think he's put in a late contender for shit take.
I'm not even bothering putting myself back in now. I'll just sit in silence.
The best we can get is Jack Harrison back on loan. What are your thoughts on Jack Harrison coming back? I'll start with you, Jay, because you look happy.
Oh, we're going to let Smarty talk for a bit because I keep talking, so I'll get bollocks for it.
Tell us the truth.
I would welcome Jack Harrison back to Leeds, only so that we can see him rot on the bench, or perhaps not even get selected for the squad, because I honestly, hand on heart, don't believe that he's better than any of the wingers that we've got at the club. And to give him an almighty fucking boo should he ever appear at the touchline for Leeds United. Take him back up to the Premier League, hopefully, if we get promoted, and fuck him off with his stupid arse wipe of a mother as well. Just watch him set off into the sunset. That's the only reason why. If Harrison came back to Leeds, he wouldn't get a game for us, I don't think. I genuinely don't believe that. I think that the squad that we've got over the last 2 years are better than the squad that we had when we were in the Premier League. And I genuinely, honestly believe that.
I agree with most of that, but I think he'd get a game. I think he'd get played. He would get used.
Who would you play Harrison in front of?
I wouldn't play
him. Would you pick him? So
I think Farke would use him as a squad member if he were here. I don't think that he stands out above anybody or deserves to play ahead of anyone. I just think he would get used if he were here. I don't want to see him back. I agree with you on the quality thing. I don't think that he's better than anyone we've got. Yes, he's playing in the Premier League. Yes, he has done good things for us at times, but he's also been one of the most inconsistent, frustrating players that we've ever had. And without the Bielsa effect, some players just can't get near what they were. And I think he's one of them. And I don't think we'll ever get out of him what we've already had out of him again.
Yeah.
I think we should make him come back if we go up. Then
stand him in a tub of plugs on Lego bricks. Quite happily.
Yeah, reinitiations. We'll have him a reinitiation. He's got to run over hot coals and then
hot Lego bricks. Lego bricks.
Not Lego bricks. Sticking to your feet.
Hey, you bastard. I'll teach you for having a plastic quiff and all your shit house.
While we all sorts throw snowballs with rocks of coal in it at him.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And then he can play. Then he proves how much he wants to be here, because from the conversations he'd been having with his mum, she didn't look like of a Christmas dinner and that. I don't think she's keen on him coming back to West Yorkshire.
Well, she lost a job at Winston's when he left, didn't she? She had to move. So.
Oh, Jay!
Have you not noticed that we never get Rubber Julian?
Jay knows. That's why he's a frequent admirer. Isn't he?
Obviously,
Jay's friendly with all the staff at Winston's.
Oh yeah, that's me.
VIP member.
Card.
He only has to pay a concession.
Half price. I just have to make sure I'm over the line.
I was having a conversation with somebody today.
To be over this line to ride.
They thought Harrison might not be a bad shout at left wing back.
No, fuck
not
off.
That we play 5 at the back anyway.
I don't want to hear anything like that. I don't want him back. I don't want him back. He can't wait to get out.
We did mention this under Bielsa, though, that he actually, under a Bielsa side, he might have been all right there, but he's fucking dog shit at defending, so why would he be any good there? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We've already got left backs who can't defend.
And he can't pass accurately, so you're not going to start anything from the back with him there.
So I don't think there's much else. I did see a couple of comments actually mentioning people we might have been linked with. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up. I can't find the message. Somebody put about a goalkeeper, I'm sure.
Please don't tell me you're going to read out the German goalkeeper one, Luke, because fucking hell.
The Germans.
I think that was it, but I didn't read it.
I should have let you do it. I don't know why I've stopped you.
What is it? What is it?
Hands everywhere. That's his name.
Is that what it
Hands
was?
everywhere.
Is that what it was?
Look, I should have let you read it, but why did I stop you?
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it was a joke. I would have read that out.
I'll forever regret doing that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, Jay, that you could have had me there.
I know. I'm really tired. I'm not on my game tonight.
Moving on. Let's talk about Harrogate at the weekend. Are either of you going to that one, or are you going to have a watch from home? Or I don't think it's even on telly, is it?
I'm not.
It could be. I'm not going because the club are a set of wankers, and I'll tell you for why.
Did you? Didn't they?
Yes, I have been properly done over. I signed up to the auto.
They've been silenced by them.
These fucking computers going through.
Them and they are after you.
So yeah, I'm part of the Auto Cup enrolment, and I'm just going to tell a story on my own without these wankers interrupting me, because I'm certain it's one of these pricks that's doing it.
I swear on my life.
I swear I did nothing.
Honestly, it's frustrating. Anyway, so quickly, Auto Cup roll, blah, 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 blah. Couldn't select any of the other tickets, so I knew I had it in the bag. It came to when the tickets go to general sale, and they said, "Oh, your ticket is now available for blah, 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 blah." And I went, "Hold on a fucking second. What do you mean? I have to change my seat." So they've basically stuck a load of Harrogate fans where I normally sit, and they've given me the choice of some fucking random player. I'm like, do you know what? Stick it up your fucking ass. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to bother.
They've sold out Harrogate, by the way.
Yeah, no, fair play to them. But I didn't know that my ticket had gone until it went to general sale. So like, fucking hell. I ain't going to sit in shitty cheese wedge with this dipstick. So no.
I'm not going, mate.
Are you not going?
I'm doing something that weekend.
Fair play. Let the new fans go.
I probably could have gone, but I'm taking my daughter to a game, but I'm actually doing some chuffing. My brother signed me up to a stupid running high rocks thing on Sunday. Done fuck all training. I'm the most unfit human without a working ACL. I've had
Jesus Christ.
1,012,000 operations on my knees. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. So I could have gone this weekend actually, but I couldn't because I'm taking my daughter. But anyway,
I've been offered a ticket and I've told him to fucking ram it. To be fair.
Lineups. Sean's given us his predicted lineup or the team he would pick. Any difference or changes to that you two would be looking at? So I wouldn't be looking to start Solomon.
Nope, absolutely not. No chance.
I would be resting him.
Or Rothwell.
In fact, let's take that off.
Solomon,
Let's start. Let's give our team. So we could start Dallow in goal.
Are you sure? Sean Meslier?
Yeah. Dallow or even Cairns. I don't
Needs
care.
to get his confidence up. Yeah, Dallow.
Dallow up top. We left back and right back. Schmidt and Byram.
Schmidt.
Yeah, for me, yeah, I'd go with that. You don't want to do injury.
It depends about Byram done it because we need to wrap him in cotton wool a little bit. Have we got no youth? Have we got no children that we can play in those sort of positions?
Possibly, but you'd think it'd be Byram or Verba.
Possibly. I just think Byram's a bit of a reach to put him there for a cup game. That probably means fuck all when we get dicked by some arseholes in Premier League.
Probably.
Game after. So.
Centre back, are you giving Rodon and obviously Strikes out? I think Ampadu might still start. He played Ampadu pretty much every game last season. He started in the cup at centre back last year. I think Ampadu will probably start as captain.
Ampadu's not been playing that much, has he? Let's be honest. So I think
no.
Is he going to risk putting one of the young lads in next to him? I forgot which one's the centre back now. Is it Crew that's centre back and
DeBayo centre back and Crew's midfielder.
Other way around.
Well, yeah, I'd look at DeBayo. He's been brought in the squad. He's made the bench a few games, so I'd be looking to start.
He's had minutes, so yeah, I'd be willing to see him in there.
Two central midfielders. You're looking at Charlie Crew and Gilavugi.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, we can't have too much youth in there. We need an old head in there.
No, we can't.
Gilavugi in there. Right and left wing, I'm looking at Willie and Ramazani. Get some minutes in the legs.
Yep.
Definitely, yeah. Ramazani needs it. He's not done really anything since he came back from injury. after such a good start. He's not looked very explosive.
Up top, Matteo Joseph.
I think he's probably going to put Bamford in, to be honest with you. But
Bamford up.
I would like to see.
Is
he still injured then?
Yeah, but you never know.
I thought he was close. I thought he was close. All right, Joseph then, yeah.
Or Joffrey if he's still here.
10 Joffrey?
10 Joffrey, yeah.
Unless
he took Tanaka in for some reason. But yeah, I'd like to see Joffrey in.
He'll probably play Aronson, you know.
He probably will.
He probably will. He'll probably stick with Aronson, to be fair.
He's going to end up being ever present this season, isn't he?
Yeah.
And really pissed Gilly off.
Gilly will have to see him lifting league winners trophy up if we replace Meslier.
I agree with this, Bryn. I do agree with this. I think it is a perfect game to experiment and try somebody in the 10. But are we then offering false hope if we go and dick them 6-0 and Nonto plays really well in the 10 against, let's face it, a much, much lesser opposition? Are we giving ourselves a bit of a bit of fakeness, I suppose?
Are they a proper team out, Harrogate? Are they carpenters and painters?
No, they're proper. Are they League Two?
League Two, yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. They've played well last few years.
So yeah, I mean, it is. Whilst it is a good game to experiment. I just think just play all those we just said. People who haven't been getting much game time, get some minutes in their legs, and
don't take any risks with people. And
Solomon, give him. I mean, all these players can be on the bench, still be there, enjoy the day.
Yeah, maybe get an appearance fee and
chill. Yeah. Anyway. What's that noise? Who's echoing?
Someone were tapping something. Then
it's probably my shitty fucking PC that I'm using. Who knows?
This is a good question. If we were to experiment, so Chris Gillett said he would play Solomon. Bryn says non-top. I would actually say that of the three, I would try Ramazan in there if I could.
I think out of the wingers, Solomon and James, although he's had a couple of quiet games, they're on the whole both playing too well on the wings to be moving him about.
Well, no, sorry, Jay. The question was, who would you play of the wingers that we've got to experiment with in the 10 spot?
No, but I'm saying it wouldn't be either of them two. I'm saying it wouldn't be Solomon for me or James. They're playing too well.
Would it be if it wasn't a fitness issue? If you were experimenting in a pre-season?
I'd probably have tried a couple of them in there if it were pre-season.
Yeah, who would you be first fucking pick, Jay? It's not a difficult question.
Willie Nonto.
Right. Smarty?
Ramazani for me.
Yeah, I think Ramazani for me as well. Don't know why. Just think he might offer. I think we've seen Nonto in the 10 before, and we'll probably I've already seen or will see. Solomon's played there for us, hasn't he already? He moved in. Didn't he come on there once?
He moved inside, during one of the games.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't very fit as well, so he'd be better, presumably. Now.
Let's move on. Let's move on to my favourite part of the week, which I was meant to do right at the very start. It's not my favourite part of the week, but it's one of them now because I'm doing all right in it. And we're meant to do it right at the start, and I completely forgot. And
I did one.
Auto know better predictions.
We'll go over the predictions table really, really quickly, and then we'll take predictions for Harrogate, which we don't usually do. So the first one in the comments from now will get their predictions if one of you two can grab them. And then we need to open the table because it makes quite good reading. I'm still surprised I'm not top, but where the freaking hell is it?
It's at the bottom of the brand thing.
Yeah, I've got it. So this is the current Predictions League table for those of you that give a fuck. Lee Fryer is top on 41 and I am top on 40, and we are out front runners at the moment. We're 5 points clear of Gilly. Down at the bottom, not another Leeds pod, James, followed by Bren, Gail, Andrea, who knows everything about every single football that's ever lived.
You've missed the very bottom off.
I can't
Big
see
Lou.
It. Oh, Big Lou and Danny, I couldn't see that. The bloody peepers are going. So yeah, that's the Predictions League, and then we will now go and take them. So we'll start with myself because I'm the highest in the league. Let me take that off, and I'm going to go to 4-1 Leeds. You all right to jot that down, one of you? Have you got pen?
People
you got it, or do you want me to do it, mate?
You do it, mate, because I ain't got a penny either. I think people are getting a bit crazy with the old predictions. 6-0, I see, and quite a few 6s and 5s.
That's gone.
What did you go for, Luke?
4-1.
4-1.
Who was the first comment? Did anyone see?
I think it was 6-0. Roland Button, that was 6-0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go.
With Mez 6-4.
Without Mez 6-4. Who's next in the league out of us three? Jay, I think it's you.
Oh, is it? Okay. I will go 4-2 Leeds.
4-2 Leeds. And Neutron?
I'm going to go 2-0. 2-0 Leeds. A more realistic score, I think.
Ooh, nice little clean sheet for Darlow.
Yeah.
I hope it is a clean sheet, because if he is going to...
I hope he has a rate game.
I don't want to hear everyone going, oh, he let 2 goals in against Harrogate. It's fucking shit.
We don't remember
if he has
how
a
good
rate
Alex...
game, it means his defence was shit, so...
Yeah.
Gilly's gone 3-0, Jay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you remember Alex Cairns when he played against us for Salford and had an absolute fucking worldie?
Yeah.
And knocked us out?
Yeah.
The cup. That was
Of
fucking brutal. So why not play him? Give him a run, man. He had a right game against us. I know he's only here for shits and giggles and quarter spots and all that sort of stuff, but get him on. Can't be any worse than Mez, can he? Come on.
No, get
anyway.
Darlow with his straight fingers. That's what we need.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, strange. So that is the predictions done for this week. Good luck to everybody, and good luck in winning Jay's iron at the end of the season, whoever finishes top of that league. Right, what else we got? Right, let's finish off the
got the poll.
Poll, yeah. So this week, actually, let's see what you two think. What do you think's won it, Jay?
Got to be the
without
Bamford
looking
one.
on YouTube, dickhead.
Got to be the Bamford. Got to be the Bamford one.
Smarty. Smarty, what do you think's won?
I think it'll be the Farkout or the combined Farkout. I think, surely.
Okay. So the finishing last was Gilly's nemesis Aronson. Third place was Farkout on 100 points.
Oh, really?
Second
Go
place
into the
was
wire.
Ampadu and Rodden Shine. Your winner this week was Bamford.
Fuck yeah. That's restored some faith.
15 goals, Paddy. Go on,
That's
son.
restored some faith.
Yeah. So yeah, buzzing. That was that's your shit take of this week. There was lots and lots to choose from. I mean, even Smarty, even those 5 that you picked, there was probably another 10 you probably could have put in.
Oh, there were quite a few. I wanted to put the Only Fools and Horses one that I tagged in for laugh, but I thought, it's just getting a bit crazy now. But yeah, we're getting some good interactions with the Shit Take pod account.
It's great.
Do go follow the Shit Take account,
coming.
yeah.
Keep it going.
Keep tagging us.
At Shit Take of Week, it is.
The original Shit Take.
OG.
The real Shit Take before other people decided they
Before
didn't.
everyone...
Hey, oh, has got a shit take this week, my little sparrowfat.
Well played.
Right. Let's finish
going.
up. We've not got much really else to talk about. Have we got any other business first of all before I go on and read this little bit out from AMC?
Not from me.
Any other business? Anything else pissed you off this week, Smart?
To know better with Rachel Adedeji.
No.
Oh God!
God.
Jesus Christ!
Honestly, I don't know what I've done to deserve this treatment by my own PC. No, I've been a bit more active than normal on Twitter. I've found a little new lease of life on Twitter. I've been firing into a few folk.
Getting your teeth in and stuff again.
And swear down.
You get your teeth in.
I'm all right. I have a little bit, yeah.
Good man.
But
Good man.
Not too much.
I've been having a great. I've met the Adam and the Ants on Twitter recently. I've come across those guys who seem to be, very, very, very difficult to have a conversation with, because rather than just admitting that Matteo Joseph isn't quite ready, they double down every week. He has a poor performance, and now they're just in a position where actually I've doubled down that many times. It's like going black or red on roulette, innit? You know, you do it that many times, you've got to win one. But it's just getting to a stage now where, rather than just being holding their hands up and being saying, "Look, I got it wrong," or he's not quite ready. And look, I'm not saying he won't be ready in the future, because I hope he is. First of all,
we all hope that.
But he's just not our starting number 9, unfortunately, and he's not ready. With 2 goals in over 1,000 minutes of football, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough.
No, it's not. It's not. Smarty has dropped more than Meslier tonight. Smarty get a new fucking laptop.
It's a work computer. Normally, I've got a Mac and it works flawlessly.
Right,
This
Mac, I've got a Mac.
This fucking piece of shit is letting me down. Just like Meslier lets us down every.
Because you don't get viruses when you're looking at your porn on Mac, do you?
That's right. All the midget porn that you sent me.
It's been hammered, hasn't it?
It's all them dodgy viruses that you sent me, Jay.
I like to spread the love, mate.
That's what she said.
Neil and I. Anyway, on that note, we'll just do the last part of the show that we always do. A little shout out for Andy's Man Club. It's changed slightly this week because Lee, who's in the comments, Lee Fryer, who's a facilitator down at, is it the Morley one? I think I can't remember.
I think so, yeah. No, he's at the Milford one, isn't he?
Milford, maybe. Anyway, I know it probably gives me a name, and it's probably going to tell us in a second that it doesn't.
Will do.
This is just a new short passage to read out. So if you're going through a storm or recently been through one and you're a man over 18, perhaps Andy's Man Club Leeds may be able to help you. They've got venues in Kirkstall, Pudsey, Central Leeds, Beeston, Seacroft and Morley, and they're open 7 till 9 every Monday, barring bank holidays. And they also run weekly and monthly social events with their aim to get men talking. To smash the stigma around men's mental health. Details of all venues and everything they're doing is at Andy's Man Club Leeds Facebook. So go and follow and help spread the word.
Do it.
Indeed.
Run your own.
So yeah, I think if we've not got much else to say, I think this episode is probably going to be called something along the lines of Jay's Monopoly Iron or Monopoly Iron or something like that.
Smarty's dropped more than Meslier.
Yeah, please do go on to if you do only watch us for YouTube, but you have got access to either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Do go on there and rate us, please. Not a 1, preferably, because we do get rated on there.
Don't be honest.
Don't be honest. 5 and write something really nice about Jay's iron or something funny.
It's usually in the back of one of us having an argument with someone on Twitter, and they'll go to our podcast.
Yeah, we get a real bad report on there, don't we?
Yeah. These wankers are shit, and stuff, which is fair enough because who's there to?
We are shit.
We are, to be fair.
We don't kid ourselves.
So yeah, go on there. Now, I do have a listen if you're at work, and you might miss something, so you can have a listen, pop it in your ears, and coming in your ears.
Jolly FM.
We will be back. I believe somebody will probably jump on and do a B&C after the Harrogate game at some stage, and then if not, we'll be back for your main pod same time probably next week.
Imagine so.
Take it easy.
On.